What happens if you stop eating sugar? So you decided to give up sugar completely for 2 whole weeks. That's a bold move. But what can you expect to happen to your body during this time? Firstly, there's a high chance you're going to break up with your sugar cravings. Here's the science behind it. Every time you indulge in a sweet treat or sip on that sugary drink, there's a sneaky hormone that rushes in and tries to regulate the sudden spike by pushing your blood sugars down. This leads to a situation where your blood sugar drops, which is technically called hypoglycemia. And guess what? That drop in blood sugar is the culprit behind those intense sugar cravings you feel. It's like your body's way of saying, hey, I need a quick fix. But by cutting out sugar, you're basically cutting off this whole cycle, and over time, you'll find you won't have that insistent voice urging you to grab another cookie. Now, on to the next cool thing. You'll probably notice you're not constantly thinking about your next meal or snack. That's right, you're going to feel less hungry. You might be thinking, how does that work? Well, believe it or not, sugar is a big reason many of us always feel like we're starving. It messes with our blood sugar levels and keeps us in a perpetual state of hunger. But by bidding goodbye to sugar, you stabilize those blood sugar levels. Plus, your cells are finally getting the real nourishment they've been longing for. You see, constantly consuming sugar isn't just about putting on weight or those cavities you're trying to avoid. Sugar in high amounts is pretty toxic for our body. So when you're always munching on sugary stuff, your body's like, whoa there, that's enough, and starts to reject it. This is what's known as insulin resistance. Insulin is super important because it helps control sugar levels in our bloodstream. But when there's too much sugar coming in, the body tries to protect itself by making the cells resistant to insulin, ensuring less sugar enters them. While that might sound smart, it's not great in the long run. But the plot thickens. It's not just about the sugar. Insulin resistance also messes with how well your body can absorb essential nutrients, minerals, and vitamins. So by giving up sugar, you're doing more than just curbing cravings. You're giving your body a better shot at soaking up all the good stuff it needs. Third on the list, you're about to wave goodbye to that post-meal slump. Ever noticed how after indulging in a big sugar-laden meal, all you want to do is take a nap? Yep, that's the sugar talking. It messes with your blood sugar levels. And this seesaw of highs and lows plays a role in those afternoon crashes you dread. But here's the fantastic news. Once you cut sugar out, you're going to feel a whole lot less like a sloth after your meals. No more sugar-induced highs and crashes. Instead, you'll enjoy consistent energy because now you're working with normal sugar levels. This keeps your brain alert and awake, allowing you to tackle whatever the day throws at you without reaching for that third or fourth cup of coffee. And now, for the fourth revelation, prepare to feel lighter and more trim. No, it's not magic. It's science. In the first week of your sugar detox, you're going to be surprised by how much water weight you shed. That's right, sugar causes our bodies to retain water. The extent of this can be mind-blowing. Some individuals report shedding as much as 13 pounds of fluid in just a week. And that's not just about looking good. Retaining excess fluid isn't doing your heart any favors. But it's not just about the water. Once that's gone, you'll start burning fat, especially if you combine it with a balanced diet and regular exercise. So don't be shocked if you suddenly find your jeans feeling a tad looser, especially around the belly. Speaking of which, did you know that your stomach is like a barometer for your sugar intake? If you're consuming a lot of sugar, chances are you'll have a more expanded midsection. But cut back on the sweet stuff and voila, you'll notice your belly becoming flatter. Number 5 on our list is all about feeling good on the inside. Let's talk mood. Ever had one of those days where everything irked you and you just couldn't pinpoint why? There's a good chance sugar played a sneaky role. Consuming too much sugar can make you feel jittery, anxious, and yes, a tad grouchy. But once you steer clear of it, prepare for a smoother emotional ride. The mood swings? They'll take a backseat. You'll find yourself feeling calmer, less stressed out, and generally more pleasant to hang around with. That's a win for you and everyone around you. But the mental perks don't stop there. Have you ever sat down to work and found your mind wandering every 2 minutes? It's not just you. Sugar can be a major distraction. It messes with our cognitive functions, making it harder to stay focused. But cut it out of your diet, and you'll notice your concentration sharpening. Tasks that once felt daunting due to attention lapses will now seem much more manageable. You'll be less scatterbrained and more dialed into whatever you're doing. Number 6. Let's talk skin. We all want that radiant, clear, I woke up like this complexion. But sugar can be a major party pooper in that department. High sugar intake has been linked to skin issues like acne, especially due to its role in spiking insulin levels. For the ladies, this spike can also increase the hormone androgen, which isn't great news for your skin. It's a major culprit behind those pesky breakouts. On the flip side, for the gents, too much sugar can lead to lower testosterone levels, which brings with it a whole array of other concerns. But here's the upside. Give sugar the boot, and you're in for some delightful skin transformation. Breakouts will become less frequent, and your skin will start looking healthier and more vibrant. It's like your skin breathes a sigh of relief and rewards you with a natural glow. Number 7 on our transformative journey. Prepare to feel more agile and nimble. Sounds too good to be true. Well, it isn't. By cutting out sugar, you're reducing inflammation in your body. And if you've ever woken up feeling like you've aged a decade overnight because of joint pain or stiffness, it might just be sugar's doing. By switching your fuel from sugar to fat, your body undergoes a fascinating change. Yes, there might be a minor hiccup in the beginning. The initial 3 days might be challenging, with potential worsening of symptoms. But think about it. 3 days for a lifetime of benefits. Totally worth it. And hey, if you arm yourself with some B vitamins from nutritional yeast and a dose of potassium, you're likely to dodge any unpleasant side effects altogether. What's happening under the hood is nothing short of amazing. Your body starts creating new enzymes to burn fat for energy. These microscopic powerhouses are adjusting to a new way of functioning, a switch from sugar to fat. Here's where the magic amplifies. The reduced inflammation isn't just about feeling less stiff, it's directly beneficial for your heart health. Inflammation in arteries is bad news. It could lead to blood clots or plaque, increasing your risk of heart attacks and strokes. By kicking sugar to the curb, you're boosting your heart health and paving the way for a longer, healthier life. But wait, there's more. Your brain stands to benefit too. By cutting down on sugar and fueling your body with ketones instead, you're essentially giving your brain a rejuvenation treatment. Ketones are like superfoods for nerve cells, promoting their growth. Who wouldn't want a sharper, more agile brain? And then there's your liver. Think of it as the unsung hero of your body, always working overtime to detoxify. But consuming too much sugar over time burdens it, leading to fat accumulation. Once you switch to a low-sugar diet, your liver gets a break and starts shedding that accumulated fat. Oh, and if you've been worrying about that protruding belly, there's a high chance it's linked to a fatty liver. By reducing sugar intake, you're not only working towards a flatter belly, but also a healthier liver. Rounding it all off, let's talk kidneys. Sugar, especially in excessive amounts, can wreak havoc on these vital organs. Cutting down sugar can vastly improve kidney function, reducing the risks associated with conditions like diabetes. There we go. So, are you ready to embark on this sugar-free journey? Remember, sometimes the sweetest rewards come from cutting out the sweet stuff. And even if I may a few dessert puns, the message is clear. Ditching sugar might just be one of the best things you do for yourself. Thanks for tuning in.